Hi, I'm McKenna Habeeb. I go to Salem High School, and here's the story of my senior pathway project. Next year, I'll be attending Virginia Tech and studying hospitality and tourism management. I chose HTM because I love helping people, and Virginia Tech because they have one of the best HTM programs in the country. So, of course, that's what I did my senior pathway project on. The only question was how. I started by taking the IB business class at Salem because it was the closest thing we had relating to HTM. This resulted in Miss Odell becoming my sponsor. She was awesome, even when I didn't always check in attendance. Take advantage of your sponsors because they're really helpful and they know what they're talking about. Thanks, Miss Odell. Everyone's project is different and it's made just for you, so you have to figure out how many periods you want it. I took English over the summer so that I could have 3 periods for my pathway. Although 3 periods was originally what me and Mr. Habeeb thought I would need, turns out I only really needed 2. So we turned my 7th period into a study hall. This is me getting my work done in my first 4 classes of the day. Then I would go to lunch, hopefully eat chicken, and that's when the fun started. The first project I did was help the yearbook plan their trip to New York, which unfortunately they didn't get to go on. The next thing I started doing was leaving school to interview people in the hospitality industry. This is Howard Firetag. The school I'm going to at Tech is actually called the Howard Firetag School of Hospitality and Tourism Management. The very first thing he taught me was every time you sit in a restaurant, sit in a corner so you can see everyone. After him, I got to interview a lot of more awesome people. So Mr. Firetag taught me a lot about business and hotel business because that's what he's worked in the most. Then I interviewed Bob Rotan of Mac and Bob's in Salem, and he taught me all about restaurant management and the ins and outs of how to run a restaurant. I learned about jobs within the HTM industry that I didn't even know existed. Since my trip to New York got canceled, I couldn't interview the people that I'd planned on, but this is Leslie Young. She works for NYC & Company, the biggest tourism company in New York. She's had a lot of experience, and I talked to her for over an hour on the phone. I learned so much, and I think that this might be what I'm most interested in. Overall, I learned that there are way more jobs in this industry than I ever thought. I think the best part of this experience was now I know what to look for when I go into college, and I know the types of internships I want to get. Hopefully one here. On the days I wasn't interviewing someone, I spent a lot of time in the library. This is where I researched the stuff I learned, and I really wanted to see if this industry is what is really for me. Overall, I came to the conclusion that I'm super excited to study this in college. The things that interest me most are tourism jobs in New York. I also emailed back and forth with the guy that works at Madison Square Garden, and I think that would be a really fun job, so I'm definitely going to research that some more. Virginia Tech has great internships, so I'm really glad I did this because now I won't waste time on an internship I'm not interested in. This is Rob Hayes. He lives in Salem and he helped me a lot. He went to Virginia Tech, just like me, and he used to work for Marriott, and he taught me a lot about hotels, and now he works for Aruba, and that's something I'm interested in now too. Rob gets big companies to come and stay at resorts in Aruba, and I think that that's a really cool job as well, and I talked to him about it a lot. Overall, working for a resort somewhere or working in New York City are the things I'm most interested in right now, and I cannot wait to go to college and keep investing my time in learning about these jobs and getting more experience. If you're thinking about doing a pathway project, I say go for it. Even if you have the smallest idea of what you want to do, study it. You won't waste time in college, and you can use your time now to see what you like. And it's a party. I could not be more happy that I did this, and I want to encourage everyone else to as well. I don't know exactly what my future looks like, but this made it a lot easier to start planning things out, and I'm super excited. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that helped me over these past few months.